For the past 3 to 4 weeks, I was involved in situations where SQL Server object dependencies were involved. One issue was related to CDC, change data capture. Another one was related to migration of database objects without the data. And last one was a migration from DB2 to SQL Server. As a SQL DBA, we are not responsible of generating the scripts, and if we're doing it, we do it using Wither SMS, which seems to not script objects in the right order, or another tool that Microsoft provides which accomplish this as part of broader functionality like DMA, Microsoft Database Migration Assistant. Since I had a 6 to 8 years old script that I used in the past for schema migration, which was a proof of concept, I decided to try to give it another try and make it more applicable for these situations. Although I am using a dependency walker to generate the create TSQL statements, it seems the script is incomplete since the code generated when executed fails to create all the objects generated because of some objects missing before creating other objects. I tried for a couple of days to address the situation and to fix it somehow within the PowerShell script, but I was not able to. I believe it requires recursion in order to properly script out all the objects in their proper order of creation, and recursion is something you can do it or not. And for me, recursion is something I cannot wrap my head, hence the only workaround to the situation in which I am now is to use TSQL script execution that I generate in a loop against an empty database, and based on the error we received during the execution to take note of the name of the object involved, script out that object creation. Insert that script before the script, which raise the error, and repeat the process until we are error-free, which in the end will give us the right TSQL scripts for creating the objects we want in the right order. We can also check what Batools does when we use the complets related to scripting out objects, but for me, for the time being, the work to this PowerShell script came to an end, and in case I will go in the future through another iteration, then for sure, I might choose the first approach, the one in which I ran the scripts, and sort them based on the error we received while executing the script. Although it might not be the best way to do it, it is a workaround that can be tried. This video tries to show how complex and how hard it might be to generate the scripts to recreate the entire SQL Server database schema. I wanted to do this because we had that migration from DB2 to SQL Server, and at some point I was given some scripts to execute. And we ran into this dependency issue, and the script had to be fixed manually and re-executed in order to work without errors. Doing this put things in perspective and allows me to understand the work other people had to put into coming with the right scripts in the right order.